Welcome back. Looking out the Watkins Glen sky cam. All the snow is melted, but we got some more headed our way. Not expected to stick around very long, though, as that likely to melt as well. As we got some rain on the way for Sunday. A whole mixed bag of weather here this weekend, starting out with snow, switches over to rain for Sunday. Now, temperature-wise right now in the low 20s across the area. A few exceptions, 22 Canisteo, 19 in Watkins Glen, where we just looked. 22 Tioga, Mansfield, next door in Wellsboro, sitting at 25 here this morning. We'll get up into the 30s today, but we have a winter weather advisory. It'll go into effect at 9 o'clock this morning until 9 a.m. on Sunday. So a full 24 hours where we're going to see some snow, high winds, and later on tonight, potentially wintry mix, which transitions over to rain. A high wind watch also in effect starting tomorrow afternoon, going until Monday afternoon. This could be upgraded to a warning if forecast thresholds exceed the 45-mile-per-hour range that we're looking at. So we're going to be paying attention to that as the situation evolves over the next couple of hours. But right now, looking at some snow pushing in across much of Ohio. They're dealing with both snow in the north and a mix in the south. Western Pennsylvania is starting to see some snow showers push through. Not too much in New York. We're starting to see some creep into the far western corners of the state. For our area, we're not seeing too much yet. Unless you look at Tioga County, Pennsylvania, you're seeing a little bit of light snow start to creep just below Route 6 and in some of those communities here this morning. Now, temperatures get up into the 30s for a good chunk of us in the southern tier. Well, it's just sit right below that 30-degree mark. 34 potentially in Elmira, but you're seeing temperatures just hovering around the freezing mark. Regardless, still going to see some accumulating snow. Ground's going to be cold enough for that snow to stick because, again, the showers are starting here this morning while the temperature's still below freezing. Now let's take a look at the next couple of hours. You can see 10, 11 o'clock is when this starts to push in. You can see that snow start to come in and does amplify a little bit, some deeper shades of blue on the radar potentially, and you're seeing those move out pretty quickly, but then in comes the mix. You're seeing a decent chunk there, and that happens overnight. So potentially seeing some icy conditions come onto the roads, maybe a little bit of sleet mixed in, but then before sunrise, that's going to switch over to rain because look at some of the temperatures on here, 36, 34, 34, 35, allowing that rain to fall, potentially just taking care of any of those accumulations and that iciness. The rain takes over, falls for off and on for a decent chunk of Sunday. That pushes in some shades of yellow in there, so potentially some heavier rainfalls tomorrow too, but then pretty quickly we're looking at potential of a flash freeze that could create some very dangerous icy road conditions and just overall pretty dangerous to be out there when you have a very quick ice over like that. Now in terms of accumulations, then we're not going to see this snow stick around, ranging from 1 to 3 inches. Most of us in that 1 to 2 range across the area here, 1 inch Watkins Glen, 1.4 Corning. Areas in the east and those higher elevations likely to get closer to that 3-inch threshold. But again, we're just going to see that rain come in and it's going to take care of a lot of that snow as it makes its way onto the ground. And let's see the precipitation. Best chance of it happening 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock, but it's getting started around 10, and you can see how it's going to last for a good chunk of the daytime period and into tonight as well. 34 our high. We'll see that snow come in. It'll be chilly and breezy throughout the Twin Tiers today, and that carries over into tomorrow. We're likely to see rain take over on Sunday. A little bit of light snow is also possible on President's Day, but a chilly start to next week. Highs close to 20, some days below it. We'll have low temperatures in the single digits for Monday and Tuesday. Overall, a much more quiet week ahead despite the chilly conditions.